The buildings that were ransacked in this riot yesterday are the ones just behind me. That's Congress there. The Supreme Federal Court, which was also invaded, is just over behind my other shoulder, and the Presidential Palace is also just over behind me. Now, everything is quiet here today. The cleanup operation is underway, but we're talking about damage running into millions of euros. We still haven't assessed the full damage, but artwork was ransacked. You saw the pictures there, just all the damage that was being done. And it started when around 4,000 extreme Bolsonaro supporters gathered over the weekend at the army headquarters here in Brasilia, where some of them have been camped out since Bolsonaro lost that election. And then yesterday afternoon, they started walking 5 miles, it has to be said. This is an important piece of information, 5 miles to these buildings. So it took them over an hour. There were hundreds of them wearing yellow and green. The big question today is, why did the police not stop them? The police, they passed them en route, they accompanied them in many cases and actually gave them directions of how to get here. And then when the violence started, they just looked on. That forced the federal government to issue a intervention, a federal intervention, where they take over the security of the city. The army had to be called in, and only then, after a few hours, did they manage to get the situation under control. As you said as well, those camps, those Bolsonaro camps like the one here in Brasilia, but also in other cities, Sao Paulo and Rio, the Supreme Federal Court has ordered them to all be dismantled. So that is underway now as we speak. So far it seems that it's all passing off peacefully. The Bolsonaro supporters are leaving without resisting. But obviously, potential for some more violence in those cases as the day unfolds.